So I made this orchestral track called I Will Not Feel, and I want to take you through the Logic profile and show you some of the instrument choices and things that I did to get the sound that I got. So we'll get into it. Alright, so we're in Logic Pro here now, and as you can see, I've got 3 pad sounds in the intro to add a bit of a atmosphere to it. So I'll play it from here. Sort of a soothing, almost emotional sound, and then with that I've got a piano melody and chords. And down below I've got a couple of impact sounds that work quite well with it. Just simple as that, and them all together is like this. And then when we get to 8 bars in, because I've dragged the project over to bar 9 to start at, because sometimes you want to add that little split second at the start so that Logic doesn't miss the first millisecond or something of the track, and it creates this weird kind of clippy sound. So sometimes adding in that little extra millisecond helps. And over here we bring in these woodwinds and subpippa strings. I like the kind of warm feeling of the woodwinds add to it. Pippa strings is this. I found this in Opus, East-West Sound Silk, and you follow through these and get to that. In this next section, we've got the piano melody playing with a synth to layer the short strings. So it sounds like this. I find the synth works quite well with that. And then from there it builds up to introduce some choirs. I'll just bring up the MIDI so you can see the notes. They're kind of playing in octaves across different ranges. And in here the low strings continue. And there's some more impact sounds come in as well. Violin melody here, and then it gets even higher down here. It's a contact violin and Spitfire original intimate strings, I think it's called. And there's some subtle risers in between. This is Native Instruments Rise and Hit. It just works well for transitions sometimes like that. And there we come back to the main kind of melody or motif of the track, with some choirs layering the strings. And in the next section we bring in some trailer hits and some kind of big percussion sounds, but not going too hard yet. We want to save that to the end. And then we fade out into like a soft section that builds back up into the big ending. For the ending section, I've introduced kind of an ostinato pattern on some strings and the synth layering it, and it sounds like this. I think it adds an extra bit of energy to the ending, and I'll play it from the transition into it. And for the last few bars, I'm bringing in some low brass to layer the melody. And at the very end, I like to add in kind of triplet patterns and some stuttered drums to let the listener know that the ending's coming. and the stinger ending. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this track breakdown. So I'll see you in the next one.